to mature, he's going to help our young guys understand, what it takes to get through the dark days, And like I said, it's been one of my cliches that I've used this year more often than I'd like to admit. But if you want the sunshine, you got to put up with the rain. And right now it's been raining. So he's going to remember those rainy days when it's nice and sunny in a couple years for us here.
For sure. Now, how do you handle this as a coach when you go through this? Because this cannot be easy on you because, this is what you do. You don't want to see him lose. How do you handle this?
Well, I mean, obviously writing an article was, it was truthful. I mean, it sucks to lose. It sucks when you can't keep your head up and you don't have belief. But, you don't give up. You try to find ways to keep going. And I thought that was pretty evident. And I was fortunate to sit at the mayor's State of the City address and all the business people. And I'd never had a chance to meet him, but I heard great things about him and an avid Ice Dog fan. And he started his State of the Address by acknowledging the Ice Dogs. And after reading the articles in the paper, understanding the struggles, but still continuing to support us. It meant the absolute world to me that, that it means a lot to people in this community, understanding what the young talent is and where we're at right now. It's not where we're going to end. It's where we're starting. And, it's not an easy road from A to B, but when you have the recognition from somebody as important as the mayor and the continued support, not only from the businesses and the fans, but people like the mayor, it's extremely important, and it makes you want to get up and go to work. And like I said, we got to deal with the tough times to get to the good ones right now, and there's a lot of learning lessons to be had. We just got to make sure we're aware of those lessons and the fact that we are learning. And I felt our effort level through 60 minutes, albeit almost the same result, was night and day effort level change from last weekend. So as a coach, I'm extremely proud of that.
Okay, you've got 10 games and 1 month to go here. Is that the kind of the message, at the effort level, get the young guys some ice time, that kind of thing?
Well, I mean, yeah, 100%. I mean, the young guys have been getting ice, but, everybody has a reason to play it. You never know who's watching. And I mean, whether you're a 20-year-old guy with Federcal and, trying to find his path, whether it's pro hockey or university, I mean, he's still got 0 goals and he's trying to score. And I get that. Or Evan Klein or Van Netten, 19-year-olds that face uncertainty next year. Right. Everybody is playing for themselves, for their own opportunities, but they're hopefully doing it with our team structure. And when we play together as a team, everybody has success. So I don't care if you're 19 or 16-year-old, everybody has a reason to play. And, the second that you give up, the coach isn't going to reward them with anything. And you saw a guy like Vermeulen that had 3 big hits on the 4th line, graduated to the 2nd line by the end of the game just because of his effort level was noticeable. And you want to go to bat for those guys. And so, as negative as you can be or criticize the team, which I was guilty of this past weekend, we also have to celebrate the bright spots. And we do have a lot of them. We are going to be a great team. We've got back-to-back years of breaking the rookie record. We're going to have some unbelievable players in this lineup. And that's something I'm proud to attach my name to, and an effort level, albeit the same result. I'm proud of that effort level that the guys gave tonight because they didn't give up when they easily could have.
Thank you.
Thanks, BP.
Coach, when you talk about that first half of the first period, you really could have had 2 or 3 goals there. I mean, you had 3 odd man rushes. Paris had the breakaway. It was a 0-0 game at that time. So if 1 or 2 goes in, we might see a different scoreboard tonight.
I mean, sometimes you need that early luck just to give you the jump. And, I mean, we held them without a shot for the first 11 minutes of the game. That's a really good Ottawa team. And then 20 minutes later, we're down 5-0 on 5 goals on 15 shots. I mean, it's a big difference right now. And our margin of error is so slim and so small, that it's tough. But it's so admirable the way we tried to bounce back and start. We earned our chances. We just didn't find a way to execute. And so one of the big things you look at, the difference between our team and the mature teams that have the older guys is our execution level. We get the chances, but they're not going in right now. So the biggest thing, like I said, we're proud of right now is we didn't pack it in. We didn't give up. I mean, yeah, we got beat up, but it wasn't because of a lack of effort.
Yeah, and you talk about the scoreboard, it was 8-2, but as opposed to what happened in Kingston where they were just cycling around your net the entire game, what against another, quality team that knows how to play a certain type of style. And how do you feel like those younger players going through a team like this will hopefully be better for that when it come, their next year, or, the next time they go up against a team that's very structurally sound like that.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're going to remember what it takes to be able to compete, at the same time. I mean, it's not easy for 16-year-olds to play the amount of minutes right now, but they're going to be better for it next year. I mean, Frolov is only one of 5 Ds right now playing heavy minutes against the best players that are physically dominant and in their primes and their peaks of their career. And, when you play against better guys and bigger minutes, you're going to understand what it takes to compete every single shift, no matter how tired you are. And same thing goes for Zada and Galyanov and, even Rubrik, and when those guys can learn and understand what it takes, they're going to show the next crop of guys what it is to be able to compete and go. So, I'm encouraged by that. And like I said, the wins and the losses right now, it is what it is. But the things that we can control are the things that we're going to focus on. And effort level, for one, is something that the players can control. And, the structure and the way we do it to make sure that they don't give up, that's something that we control. So the guys that are playing the hardest and giving everything they have are going to have the most opportunity through the last 10 games of the season.
And lastly, you were very honest last week about this being a tough stretch for you personally as a coach. You talked about looking at those bright spots. Where do you find that fine balance of, making sure that you're hard on the guys as far as making sure that they're getting the message that you want them to get, but also celebrating some great accomplishments like Robrick tying the rookie record tonight, and Kevin's going to be a 30-goal scorer. So where do you find that fine balance of a coach as, making sure that you're hard on them, but also celebrating the small victories that they're getting right now as a last-place team?
Well, I don't want to change who I am, as a coach. I show up every single day with a lot of energy and try to motivate them. And, yeah, absolutely, that's I'm human at the same time, too, and I admit my choice of words probably weren't the best. And, I'm going to learn from that just as a person. But I went to work on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday with the same philosophy and the same ideals that I had before starting the season is what can I do to impact this team? What can I do to get these guys better? And like I said, I thought our effort level was better, maybe the results, but that's something I can absolutely live with is the effort level and the way we came out and played. And we didn't give up. We got beat for sure, but we didn't give up. And like I said, it wasn't from a lack of effort. They've got a lot of talent. They made a lot more plays than us. And, I can give them credit for what they did is they executed. And that's something that we need to learn as a young group is our level of execution needs to get a little bit higher. So, I'm proud of those guys tonight for not packing it in. And as a coach, I got to make sure that I'm coming in every day with a smile on my face, with an opportunity to continue to grow. And this is still a position that I cherish, being the coach of the Niagara IceDogs here. So until we're officially eliminated and the season's done, we're going to still try to show up and do what I do here.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.